Hello chess lovers, Suren here and I have another insane game for you. With the white pieces playing legendary American chess player Paul Morphy and his opponent is Theodor Knight. This game was played in 1856 in New Orleans. This was a handicap game and as you can see Morphy had surrendered 2 pieces. A handicap or odds in chess is variant ways to enable a weaker player to have a chance of winning against a stronger one. According to Harry Golombek, odds giving reached its heyday in the 18th century and the early 19th century. About 15% of the known games of Paul Morphy are games in which he gave odds. Now let's see what happened on the board. Morphy started with e4 and e5 by Theodor Knight. f4. Morphy goes for this hyper-aggressive king's gambit. By going for this opening, Morphy will try to organize a quick attack, not allow his opponents to develop his pieces and finish him up as soon as possible. E takes f4 was played, king's gambit accepted, knight f3, g5, bishop c4, queen e7, a bit strange move, but okay, black is still 2 pieces up, d4, d5, bishop takes d5, c6, another strange move by Mr. Knight, and bishop takes f7. This is insane, guys. And after black's next move, white is simply 3 pieces down. Well, but actually instead of queen takes f7, it was better to play king takes f7, because in this case the queen is still protecting the pawn on g5. But instead we see queen takes f7, knight e5. Of course, winning the pawn on g5 square is stronger, but Morphy had different ideas. Queen f6 and queen h5 check. The queen is joining the attack using the vulnerability of h5 e8 diagonal. King e7, h4. Morphy is trying to weaken black's pawn structure on the king side. G takes h4 and white castles king side. Already this pawn on f4 square becomes a target for white pieces. Bishop h6 and b3. This time Morphy will switch into the attack the bishop from a3 f8 diagonal. Knight d7 and here comes the bishop. Bishop a3 check. c5. Rook d1 and knight takes e5, a terrible move after which white is gaining advantage. It was better to play king f8 in order later to develop the knight, try to somehow consolidate the position, but instead we see knight takes e5. Now comes bishop takes c5 check, king e6, queen e8 check. Look at this. The queen is penetrating the 8th rank and this is becoming very dangerous. Knight e7, after which white is managing to announce mate in 1. Well, it was better to give up the queen by playing queen e7. If bishop takes e7, then knight takes e7, though after winning the rook as well, white has an advantage. But after queen e8 check, we see knight e7, which allowed Morphy to checkmate his opponent in the most brutal style. He pushed the d-pawn forward and mated his opponent with a pawn. This is actually one of my favorite mating patterns, when you are killing your opponent with a pawn. Of course, Morphy's opponent was playing terribly. That was the reason that Morphy started the game without 2 pieces, but Morphy managed to trick his opponent and won the game in style. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. For more games, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in the next video.